designer that has worked in the Los Angeles area for 36 years. But I have the ability as an affluent professional male to buy anything that I want if it brings my family or myself happiness and peace. Yes, I'm very selective of my consumer behavior. At the same time, I'm very concerned about the environment. Every decision I make has a piece of my philosophical and ethical point of view. Looking at building a second home in either the north coast of California or possibly central coast of California. And because it's something that we would design ourselves and from the ground up, we feel that we can incorporate our philosophical and ethical model into our environment, which includes putting in a water reclamation system for using gardening. So it basically takes all your sink water as well as shower water, puts it through a system, reclaims it, and it goes into your irrigation system. Lighting systems. The lighting right now is advancing very, very quickly. You have LED lights, which very near future will replace CFLs. But you also have an FIPIL light, which was developed a couple of years ago at Wake Forest University by a professor and his students. Power. If you live in California or in the Southwest or many other parts of this country and this world, solar power is very incredibly efficient. It'll save the average person at least 50% of their natural gas bill, and it also will substantially reduce your energy.
I'm Jeff Devlin, a licensed contractor and home renovation expert, and I am on a mission to uncover the cash tied up in your home due to outdated, inefficient, or just straight up wasteful methods of powering your home that could be costing you every year. And that's because the infrastructure we rely on today can't sustain us in the future. The current system is growing older and more fragile, and it's easy to see how keeping that old system running costs a lot. And what's worse, it can add to your electricity bill. But solar has the power to set you free from the rising costs of the old system and can potentially save you money right away. That's why today I'm investigating this alternative to traditional electricity. As the NRG Home Solar team power your home. It's actually pretty simple. The rays of the sun are collected by solar panels, and the energy is transferred to a small device connected to your home called an inverter. This inverter turns that energy into clean, reliable electricity. Know about solar, the more it makes sense, like it does for Lorenzo, an environmental architect. His life's work is focused on designing sustainable buildings. That means everything he creates, from skyscrapers to city halls, has to meet the highest standards for conserving energy and saving money.
Well, I think all architects are very sustainable minded. What we're trying to do now is produce energy on site where it's being used, fashion life is making sure that we leave the planet in better immediate savings. The solar array more than covered the energy that we're using in the house, it also was powering our electric car as well. It's really easy to be a part of this solution because with really no initial investment, you can have a solar array installed on your roof. Everybody can be involved, everybody can be part of the solution, and we can all power our homes using solar.
My name is Paul Francis. I'm the CEO of Kidget Inc. We're a green tech company. Kidget is an acronym that stands for Keep It Green Transit, Keep It Green Tech, and Keep It Green Team and Training. What we do is make charge stations, plug-in fuel pumps for electric cars like Fords and Teslas and Chevy Volts. We got into the industry. I started doing this because I felt like I needed to be involved in something bigger than myself that will actually make a difference and improve the environment I'm in. So initially we wanted to work with electric cars, helping people transition over to a plug-in lifestyle using technology that was cool enough to power your home with the battery from your first thing to do is you would decide what type of car you would want to get first. Then once you selected a charge station, you would want to contact your utility provider. What they would do is just sign off once you got an electrician first to install it for you. They'll sign off, the utility allow you to be connected to the grid. It takes a matter of an hour or so for them to connect it and you're good to go. So what we've decided to do is make a fast charger that charges your car in about 2 hours flat. So what we've made is a charge station that has a touchscreen. It's more functional. It talks to the utility, it talks to the driver, it talks to the car to let you know how much energy you're producing and how much you're consuming. And so to market that, to make it affordable for everybody, we decided to make a charge station that's less than $800 or with an option where it can be free to install in your home. And all you do is pay a small subscription for a couple of years just for your charging hours. That way you don't have to invest thousands of dollars. Currently, you have to take electricity from the grid. Most people who install charge stations are pulling from the utility provider. But in some instances, you have those who have solar on top of their home. And what you could do with the solar is connect the charge station to the solar, so now that you have a clean energy source fueling your car. So essentially at your home, you're your own fuel provider. Moving forward into the future, our company has developed technology where it can link with the connected cars you hear coming out, where the car itself will be the power source to provide the electricity for your home. So it's something we're developing. It's something you'll see in 5 years with all the connected and autonomous cars. But that's the future moving forward, along with battery. Battery's a big one. You hear Tesla talking about that right now. So you have several different options you can go. It's a really exciting time to be your own fuel provider at your house, to have your own electricity, to have your own clean fuel. So yeah, that's what we do. That's the movement.
Tesla superchargers along the route.
We can estimate that these cars will run for up to 1 million miles with free charging.
Okay. Hayden counts Tesla inventor Elon Musk as role model.
Oh my goodness. How much is this thing anyway?
You know, it's not about the price. Not about the price. It pays for itself and it's good for the environment. That's my story and I'm sticking to it.
Right, the environment. Right. Don't you have to set up a whole charging station and whatnot for this car? How much is that?
It's not that much. You should buy one.
A Tesla?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'll wait. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Paul Shepek. I'm the lead scenic artist with Days of Our Lives, a soap opera. And I'm now in the process of trying to convert my home to more energy. The other thing that I'm looking into, just so happens my house has 4 skylights, which currently are not as energy efficient as I'd like them to be. And I've looked into that. There are some new windows out that have they not only open for ventilation to reduce air conditioning costs, but they have the low E glass. I think mostly only from what I've read and heard through the news and mostly my reading. I'm pretty much an avid reader. I read quite a few of the tech sites on the internet. It led me to kind of move in the direction of a more green environment overall. Mostly it's been on my own, so it has been mostly self-motivated. And now with digital technology, I have a pretty big digital library, and of course I like to watch, I do watch both the internet and television, but mostly educational history channels, science channels. I have about a third to a half of my yard is now moved over into, succulents and cacti and various eco-friendly planting to minimize water usage. Well, I think largely for, not only for right now, but for future generations, we hear a lot of concern about the debt and leaving it to children and grandchildren, but the same thing, the environment.
Well, one, to have a sustainable home in the long run will actually cost you less money. Both in utilities and many of the products they're using that are sustainable now actually last longer and are more durable than other products that have existed and been common as far as building a house in the past. First of all, cost effectiveness, easy accessibility to purchasing. Get your products into places where people go shopping. They need to lobby Congress and even local governments to keep the laws on the books that create tax credits and tax incentives to go in a matter of ecological friendliness. Creativity and responsibility go hand in hand, and corporations need to look beyond the quarter to the next 10 years and 20 years, and that will help.